through hell?
Yeah.
Tell me about
I think there was an element over the last 5 years where I didn't really see an out. You know, I've struggled with my mental health massively over the years. You know, I was, I would say I was someone who never backed himself at all. You know, life looked good from the outside looking in, but in my own head, the four walls within my own head were an absolute shambles. You know, I doubted myself, I berated myself, I was my own biggest critic, my own worst enemy. I used to smoke weed every single day, morning, noon, and night. I used to binge eat, I used to cut corners, I used to, you know, always grab the lowest hanging fruit in life and just try coast through it, sneak past things. But in all honesty, that only led me to feel out of alignment, out of integrity with who I was, and it eventually resulted in burnout and depression. I wanted to kill myself. You know, I was standing in the balcony of a flat that I had. I thought I'd made it, and I was just looking, I was thinking, you know what? I just want to throw myself off this. I actually felt the pressure build up in my chest and my legs, my body, my brain, and I just didn't know if there was a way out, and I didn't know how to escape this rut that I'd gotten into. You know, I eventually broke up with my fiance, well, my now fiance. I fell out with my friends. I wanted to leave the fitness industry, and eventually that burnout embodied me, and I fell asleep at the wheel one day and put other people into a dangerous position because I crashed. I wrote my car off. I was in a head-on collision, and I flipped my whole car into a ditch and knocked myself out completely just because I was so burnt out, so tired, so stressed, and not living true to who I wanted to be. I was always someone that dreamed big but never followed through in those dreams, and I played it super small, and I was scared of what other people thought of me, so I never wanted to put myself out there the way I knew I could. And you know, that was one of my biggest wake-up calls. That car crash to me gave me an opportunity for a second chance. I could have died, and quite frankly, at the time, I would have been happy if I did. But having that second chance and knowing that people actually did give a fuck, people did care, and seeing the face of the other person that I pretty much put their life at risk with, they were just happy to be alive, to be able to go home to their family. I remember hugging them. I remember getting out my car, getting pulled out by the paramedics, and I just ran. I just ran towards him to see if he was okay, and I was shaking, I was trembling, I had no idea what was happening. And once I came back round, and I just hugged him and said, "I'm so fucking sorry." And he was like, "I'm just happy I can go home to my wife." You know, and that was a fucking big thing for me. That was that was hard. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to actually think about. And the fact that I'm here today, and I've helped the people I've helped, and I've came around and I've grown from that position, and I've done the work on me, I've done the therapy, I've done the mental performance work, I've got the coaches, I've got the boardroom, but I'm not perfect. I'm far fucking from it. And I think any time that you're going through hell and you feel it in your body, you feel it in your mind, and you just want to escape, you need to have the right people with you. And it's easy to just cut yourself off and put yourself in the corner and think nobody needs to hear about this because as a man, you should be able to handle it all. But it's not like that. It's not like that. A quote that I love that I heard is like, people would rather, you know, hear your story than see you at your funeral or something, you know. And speaking about this, I feel it through my whole body, like a trauma. I feel it from my head to my toes. It makes me shake, it makes my heart race. But I think just looking back at that period of my life and knowing that I had an amazing family, a supportive partner, amazing friends, and a life that I was truly in control of, to take back control of and build upon, was the most empowering thing I could have ever came across.